A small town kid is now on one of the biggest stages in the world. And so now the question is, what's next?
Lance is going to keep it up the middle. Trey Lance breaking free! He's going to take it all the way!
Out of a small town in Marshall, Minnesota, Trey was destined to be on the football field, with his father playing in the CFL. So as you can guess, from the get-go, football was in his DNA, even to the point where he was considered the best quarterback in his state out of high school. But although he dominated high school football, he wasn't able to carry his talent to a school like University of Minnesota, and instead went the FCS route, after the Power Fives wanted him to change positions to become a wideout or cornerback, and they sure missed out on a star.
Dang! That's tough.
Although he was rejected as a quarterback in the FBS, Trey found his home at North Dakota State, where he was given a shot to do his thing. Trey didn't have to travel far to become a Bison, with only a 3-hour car ride between the two, where he proved that he was not a wide receiver. Although he redshirted his freshman season, he was able to rush for 2 touchdowns and at least got some experience at that level. With a little introduction out of the way, Trey was able to take over the offense with Easton Stick off to the NFL, and he went off.
Run a long way to make that tackle. Lance is going to air it out, one-on-one coverage to the end zone. Caught!
After his redshirt freshman season, Trey had already taken off the safety brakes, and did not waste any time to become the best player in the entire FCS.
Engaged, you can't hit him low.
Lance is going to take off with it. He's got a lot of grain in front of him. Down to the 20, lowering the shoulder.
Trey passed for exactly 2,800 yards and 28 touchdowns without a single pick. Upon that, he rushed for exactly 1,100 yards and 14 touchdowns in nearly a perfect season, as the Bison won the FCS National Championship. Following his insane year, there wasn't much room for improvement in his second actual season, but a certain virus had something to say about it. So instead, he decided to flip the script to become one of the biggest names in college football with the one-game showcase. In that game, Trey did his thing with over 140 yards and a touchdown, both passing and rushing the ball, as the Bison beat Central Arkansas. After the showcase, Trey became one of the biggest names in the draft, along with guys like Zach Wilson and Justin Fields in the mix to become a top 5 pick.
The San Francisco 49ers select Trey Lance, quarterback, North Dakota State.
Trey was drafted 3rd overall to the 49ers, as he joined one of the best overall teams in the league. No joke, I think that with all the injured fellows back, that the team could be in playoff shape. I don't know about Super Bowl shape, but I could see them back in the playoffs. A big question this season that could affect the 49ers' chances is the whole quarterback dilemma with Jimmy G and Trey. It seems like Jimmy G is going to hop back into the starting spot if he doesn't get traded. And so now the question becomes, how long until Trey will get a shot? It's honestly a tough question to answer because of the lack of predictability in the 49er offense, due to the fact that they seemingly use all their players to their fullest potential in whatever situation they're needed. So though Trey might not be starting going into the season, or even throughout the year, he could be used like Taysom Hill in packages where they need his speed and physicality. Upon that, Trey could potentially get some more love if Jimmy G has a rough year, and they could do the whole switcheroo. But this is all purely speculation. If I really had to guess what's ahead of Trey as a rookie, I would say that he would get some attention with certain packages, but I doubt he starts many, if any games at all with Jimmy G back. With all this in mind, I have him passing for around 400 yards and 5 touchdowns, but really taking advantage on the ground with around 200 rushing yards and 3 rushing touchdowns in a decent year for likely a backup learning the ropes. Although a bit of a low ceiling for a number 3 overall pick, I feel like it makes sense with the circumstances at hand, and I think the 49ers are going to let him develop before they throw him out to the Wolves.
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
Whether it be a few games or a few years, it will take time adjusting to a whole new league and system, but I think Trey can be something great. I mean, he just brings so much to the table, from his ridiculous speed and agility when running the football, to his effortless arm strength and solid footwork. There's a lot to love. But with the positives come some negatives, and Trey's poise in the pocket and lack of ability to make decisions on the fly are examples of places where he needs to get better. But I'm sure the 49ers will know this and will let him develop before he's truly ready to be out there on the field. Anyways, there's a road to improvement that Trey needs to take before he can be an every down starter. So I feel like this season will be more of a learning ground than purely a stat stuffer season. But I guess you never know. Trey Lance came from humble beginnings to one of the best franchises in NFL history, And so now the question is, what's next?
Lance gonna take off and run. Boy, that's what makes this guy so dangerous. Inside the 5, touchdown.
Thanks for watching the video. If you enjoyed it would be awesome if you could subscribe, like, and comment what you guys think is next for Trey in the Bay. But anyway, see you guys soon and peace out.